Page 40 today, we're talking about some roadmap things, roadmap signs with regard to music. Repeat signs and other things that sort of should lead your eye from one section of the music to another. Sometimes, a lot of times, music is repetitive. You hear the same little melody or the same little thing comes back. In 99% of popular music today, you've got verse, chorus, guitar solo, chorus. It just comes back and back and back. So you ideally want to have some repeat signs to show the musician, to show you that what you're doing is really just the same thing. There's nothing new to do. It also saves on paper, of course. Okay, so a repeat sign tells the player to go back to the beginning and play the music a second time. You might start here as an instrumentalist, da 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 dum bum 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 ba da dee dum bum ba, and hear these two dots tell you to go back to the beginning and play it again, ya da 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 dum, and away you go twice. Okay, this is, instead of writing 8 bars of music, they just write 4 and put a repeat sign. To show the musician, you're just doing the same thing twice, right? Sometimes you need to repeat a section, but they don't want you to repeat to the beginning. They want you to repeat back to a specific spot. So in that case, they'll put these 2 dots on the other side of a double bar line, like that, to show you that when you play from the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, you enter this repeat section, you play through all this stuff. Here you get a repeat sign, kicks you back, but where? Boom, to this backwards repeat sign, and you play on and on and on and on. Now you've done the repeat, so you carry on to the next part of the music and you move forward. So that's how repeat signs work. I'm sure we've seen them already in class with your music, so I'm sure it's nothing new. Okay, a few little activities. Add a sign to this music to show it should be repeated from the start. And then for the second line of music, add signs to this music to show that measures 5 through 8 only are repeated. I'll leave that for you to do right after this lesson is over, okay? So here's some stuff that might be new to some of you. Now, some other terms: DC, fine, DS, and segno. Sometimes we have to do a little more jumping around in music than just repeat this section, than a repeat sign, okay? So for that, we have other terms. We have terms like DC, or da capo. All right, da capo means from the beginning. It literally translates to from head. Capo, the cap, the top. Where do you wear your cap? The cap is on your head, right? Da capo, from the head, or from the beginning. It tells the player to return and play again from the very start of the music. Okay, now you might think, well, why not just use a repeat sign? If a repeat sign kicks you back to the beginning, why not just do that? It's because sometimes you may need to do some other things. You might not have to do the full repeat. You might have to just do part of that section and then jump somewhere else. And here's how it works. So usually you'll also find the word fine, meaning the finish. So if you see the music like this, have a look at this example. I'll just zoom in a little bit here. Okay, we start the music, we play along with 1 flat, we have 3, 4 time, blah, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, away we go. Okay, we pass this fine section, but don't worry about it for now. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. DC. DC means da capo, from the head. So away you go back to the beginning. Play, 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 play. Fine. End. That's the end of the music right there at that double bar line. Okay? You're not doing the full thing twice. You're playing it once through, going back to the head, and stopping at the fine. Right? Often you'll see the terms DC, da capo, al fine. DC, al fine. Al fine. From the head to the fine. That's often what you'll see. All right? So you'll play through, like basically what I just said. You'll play through to the end, go back to the start and play the 4 measures again, finishing at the end of measure 4. Sometimes, instead of going to the fine, okay, instead of going to the beginning, you might go from the sign. Here's just another musical symbol that is just a signpost. It's like a flag marker, okay? In Italian, dal segno means from the sign. From the segno, the sign. And it's this funny looking thing here. It looks kind of like an S with a % sign right through it. Okay? Instead of returning to the start, we return to the segno, which looks like this guy right here. Okay, so we're playing through this music. This one's in 3/4 time as well. Blah, 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 blah. We pass this sign, but don't worry about it. We're going to get back to it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There's a fine. Keep going, keep going. Ds al fine. From the sign to the fine. So when you get here, you're going to jump to the sign this time because it says ds. Play on, play on, play on. To the fine, which is, boom, right there. And that's where you would finish the music. Okay? If you were to only use repeat signs in this piece of music, you'd have to put a repeat sign at the end. You'd have to put a backwards repeat sign here, and then, you know, it's just not necessarily as clear. So these little terms, these musical markings tell you exactly what to do. From the sign to the, when you get to the end of the music, bottom of the page, go from the sign, play to the fine, and you're done. So jump back to here, play, boom, done. Okay. Last little exercise, only because that segno, that sign, is a little bit funny to draw. Take a second and try drawing a few of those segnos right here, those signs. Okay. I tend to do it as a sort of an off-kilter S, and then put a percent sign sort of through it. Okay. If you want to try and do it a little bit more like they do it, it's an S sort of on its side, and then the percent sign is here, something like that, sort of a sideways S. I mean, really, again, just like the quarter rest, there's nothing that really looks like it at all in music. Okay, so as long as it looks kind of like an S with a percent sign through it, you're pretty much good to go. Okay. All right, so that's your lesson on page 40, musical terms in terms of roadmap. Repeats, DC, da capo, del segno, and the fine, and all that kind of stuff. So enjoy. We'll see you in the next lesson. Take care.